Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Call of Cthulhu. My name is Daniel, aka, and thank you for joining me. We're going to go ahead and continue where we left off on the last episode. We're going to head out to the Isle of Darkwater. Gain 1 character point. Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address. Warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. This place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. And probably going to be a lot more disturbing than you would expect.
Almost there.
Celia. Man, talking about a decrepit old town.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Like I was saying, what on earth are they doing? Talk to Fitzroy, go to the bar.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
It's an orca.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Nope.
That's no way to treat an omen.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice.
Not happening.
Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
It's a medical check.
Damn stupid idiots.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast
A
back in the
Cthulhu.
water.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no way
understand.
to
You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign. He's gonna
There's
get us in
Gentlemen, are you
trouble.
gonna let me through? You're
Something
not, are
real
you?
bad.
Don't put that beast back in
Alright. Let's go to the stranded whale since 1772. They apparently don't like prohibition.
Hey, be careful.
Sneaky.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Test strength, eloquence. Let's try and be more eloquent than we are.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
'Cause they're cool.
And I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
All right.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
What?
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah.
That'll be all for now.
All right. Sanity. Oh, we've got a CP available. Okay. We're good at strength. Not as much eloquence. Okay, so I knew I failed there. More into investigation. Roy Mitchell, age 55, occupation, owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar in Darkwater. Prohibition's no hold on the Stranded Whale. Sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The band therefore knows, more than anyone, the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell's devoted to the golden age of whale hunting. If the numerous trophies of the decorated establishment are anything to go by, the man will talk freely on the subject in which he is so keen, but he'll be far less enthusiastic if one were to inquire about a source of liquor. Darkwater places. There's the port. At the entrance of the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the sail of Scylla, the last waiting ship to be brought back from a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small jobs for the day. A gang of bootleggers is set up here, and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. The Stranded Whale. A bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It is the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on the island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of a supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there. I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Yeah, well, Michael Jackson hasn't been born yet, so I don't think that's going to help much. All right.
Well, there is no
Do you like our song?
Yeah, actually.
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Ah.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Do you have various symbols and stuff cut into your flesh?
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Right.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remained of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Thursday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks and welcomed the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean has already been called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. I'm getting suspicious. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special event at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Okay.
She will do it again, you know. The girl doctor. Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Interesting. Clues. Alright. Miraculous catch.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
What? Are we talking about the Necronomicon?
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, The risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
$112, $58. All right. Let's look around the area real quick before we head over inside.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Come on, you bastard! You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that?
There's nothing for you here either.
Bilge-rats don't
Beat
scare
it.
me.
What did he call us just now?
I said you were a bilge rat, and even a
There's
pox
nothing for you
limpet.
here either.
You think we
Beat
don't
it.
know what
I'm
you're
trying.
doing?
I'm trying to intervene.
Fog?
Apparently, I'm not going to be
Shut
allowed
up
to
your big
intervene.
mouth once and for all.
Bootleggers and sailors. The harbor master's office.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
More than half.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
What's in here? A toilet.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Yikes.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Let's talk to the good captain here.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed.
You would
When
be
you're
surprised.
done, come join me on the deck.
You would be truly surprised.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are eligible. 1890, 1907, a partial date. The rest of the documents blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? He's heading outside. Volume 2, The Learning of Medicine. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Let's see what else is up here, good harbor master. Ooh, clams.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
This is a photograph of a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
Interesting. Alright. Let's go talk to Fitzroy again.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Unlocked answer.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
Smuggling?
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty.
Okay.
You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
The Hawkins.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
Yeah?
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay, so that's all the unlocked answers.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I shall do that, good sir. Thank you. Thank you quite a bit. Alright. Diary. I've got another character point available. Darkwater. James Fitzroy. Captain of the Charybdis, the only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the Harbormaster's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him, the bootleggers despise him. He offered to help. Ah, there's the captain. And that. Okay. Let's make our way over. Now that they've moved closer.
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Right.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You're fishing. You're fishing for something. Ooh, what do we have over here? That is some strange Cthulhu-like cultist writing on that. The Navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
Huh. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before Saint Brendan. and the worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. I'm liking this so far here.
This language, it's a whole lot older than this statue.
Yep, and that's all that I'm going to be able to get from that at this point. Can't go in these little shacks. Or I can. Do-do-do-do.
There.
Spot hidden skill allows you to find items in close range.
Hello, old friend.
Ah, the liquor. There we go. Okay, center mouse button takes the lighter out or puts it away. You, sir, are not going to talk to me. Fine then, be like that.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Cat?
This Cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
No.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Yep. Alright, looked at that.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let's scoot around the back of this boat. And, okay, so no jumping around like you can in other games. Let's go talk to the... Ooh, let's go in here first.
Come on, you could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even, and don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Interesting.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
I'm interested.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Right.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I don't have the eloquence to do that.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Let's go talk to Cat. Ah, constabulatory.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
Too late.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Alright. To the police officer.
Stupid idiots.
Yep, let's go talk to these two guys over here.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Okay. There's a funky bunch of torches around this island. Will you talk? Will you talk? Will you talk? No. Not a very talkative group, are ya?
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Fine. Since they're not guarding, I'll just sneak up. Not really sneak so much as walk directly past you. Do. Oh, look at this. There's nobody guarding the alleyway.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Warehouse 36.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay, so I need to get to that pulley, which means we got to do some climbing. There's something secret around here. Check.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Alright, so we gotta find some spare parts. And let's go down real quick. Anything back here? Aha! Lever.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Ratchet device.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
What about here?
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Anything else around here? Alright, so mount the ratchet, mount the handle. What am I missing here? I've got to be missing something. Yeah, there's got to be at least one more piece to this that I am missing. How would I get over there? I don't think I can scale this. I definitely got something hidden somewhere. Nothing there.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Check. Okay, that's the last bit of the hidden thing. Check.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle. Ugh.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and leave this here. We're going to pick this up on the next episode where we're going into the depths underneath, into the green... Yeah, down there. So, I hope you all have enjoyed. As always, my name is Daniel. Thank you all for watching. You have a good day.